Hi guys, thanks so much for watching. Speaking of, this week for the interview, I'll be talking to Jessica Brewer, who is the COO of Amplified Ag, and she's also a former executive at Benefit Focus. So we'll be talking to her about her work at Amplified Ag, her time at Benefit Focus, what was it like being a mom, raising kids, also working at these tech companies, some of her volunteer work, and some of the new things that she has coming up. So it's a really great interview, and I'm excited to share that with you on Thursday. And then moving to my weekly update, we're going to talk about yearbooks. Somehow my husband happened upon his yearbook and then one of mine that I couldn't find. And we had the best time going through and reading those. First of all, we both graduated in the 90s. And so looking at the hair and the clothes was really funny. Like, he graduated in the mid 90s and everybody had like the Aquanet hair. And oh my God, you could tell if some of those pictures would have been in color, that it would have had like the blue eyeshadow with the big hair. Oh my God, it was something else. Like, bangs were so on trend back then, and it was hilarious. And then he was looking at mine, and I graduated at the end of the 2000s. And he was like, why does everybody in your grade like stripes? Like, what is it with the stripes? And we were reading the stuff that people wrote to us, and we were cracking up. Like, he had no idea what any of this shit meant. Because he also didn't write the last names of people, whereas I went through and wrote the last names of everybody at the end of that actual year, so I at least had some frame of reference. He had no clue. He's like, I don't remember anybody by this name. I don't remember that. Did I even take that class? And then there was one, it was like, Wendy's rules the burg. And he was like, what is that about? He also said that no girls liked him, and he definitely had like at least 4 or 5 that signed their name with a heart and their phone number and like a sincere message like, I'm so thankful that you walk me to my car and all this. I'm like, you were just blind to these signs. These people absolutely were interested in you. And then in mine, so many people wrote, like, stay the same. You're so nice. I must have been very vocal about the guy that I liked. And I knew that I told some people, but I didn't realize that I told everybody that it kept showing up in my yearbook. And so there was a campaign, like some kind of fundraising campaign that they did my junior year. And the guy that I liked was a senior. And it was sending Hershey's Kisses with a message. So I sent this guy one, and I said, here are Hershey's Kisses. Can I have a real one? And so he signed my yearbook, and I didn't even remember that he signed this. And he said, Steph, I know we haven't got a good chance to talk to you. I do want to, though. You seem like a very nice girl and very pretty. God, I must have died when he wrote that. Why don't you give me a call? And then wrote his name. And get this, his phone number and his pager number, which I thought was hilarious. It was just so funny. But like, seriously, when I read that at the time, I probably just melted into a puddle, because this guy was like, I needed to know this guy. One of the funny things, though, that everybody writes is like, stay the same, don't change. That's literally the worst advice that anybody could give a 17 or 18-year-old. When you're that age, you start knowing things. You might have like your core person, but like, don't ever change. When you're that age, all you should do is change, like change, try things, do things. Don't say stay the same. That's ridiculous. So that was cracking me up. And then I was like, all these people write these same things, like, have a great summer. Let's party together. And again, like, I was never a partier, so that seemed stupid even then. Can't wait to see you next year, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you give me some predictions about the future? I want to hear what you really think life's going to be like. Because if you were writing like in my husband's yearbook, you should have written, you are going to be so annoyed by muddy paw prints and footprints in the kitchen in 20 years that you have no idea. It would seem irrational, but it's true. And in mine, they would be like, you're still not going to be able to cook. You will burn everything you make. You are not domestic. Because it's true. Oh my God. I want to see that. Like, your favorite channel is going to be HGTV. You will spend hours looking at the perfect playset for your child. Thinking about people's poop and animals' poop, how much they're pooping, if it's okay, if it's the right color, will matter more to you as an adult than you could possibly imagine at this point. Like, just the funny things that, like if you really wrote what it was going to be like, that would be amazing. That would have been great. It was like a solid hour and a half of fun, and my daughter did not understand what we thought was so funny. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the interview with Jessica on Thursday. Talk to you soon. Bye.